Yes, my friend, go ahead.
Uh, uh, are you free?
Sorry,
Hello. Are you free now?
are you what? Free?
Are you free?
Yeah, we are
I
live
mean,
on air,
free.
my friend. People, they can hear you. What do you want to say?
Okay, I want to say that do you believe in the Bible whole as a whole?
Which Bible I believe in? Asking me about the Bible of Allah or the Bible, my Bible?
No, no, your Bible, the Bible of Yahweh, as you
Okay,
Christians
so
claim.
you just admitted that the Bible we have is the true Bible of Yahweh, and the Bible of Allah is not the Bible
No,
of.
I said, as you claim.
No, you are the one who said the Bible of Yahweh, correct? Isn't it you who said the Bible of Yahweh?
Yes, as you
Okay,
say,
so the Bible
as
of
you
Yahweh.
claim.
Okay,
I,
hold on. So you admitted that the Bible of Yahweh have nothing to do with the Bible of Allah.
actually, I have doubt about the name Yahweh because I don't know is this actually the actual name of God as
First of all, Yahweh is not a name of
so-called
God.
divine.
Yahweh is not a name of God. You are ignorant. When Moses asked God, what I will
But
tell my.
is
Hold on. When Moses says to God, who was speaking to him, what I will say to my people, he said to them, tell them, I am who I am. This is what Yahweh means. It's not a name, it is I am. So in that language,
I am is
your
in
voice
that language,
your
but
voice is cutting.
I have
So it's not a
had
language,
that.
it's not a name as much it is God present himself by saying I am. I'm listening, go ahead.
So it's
What?
so it's the name. This is not a name.
It's not a
Name of
name. It's
God.
not a name. It's not a name. We can call him by that name as a name, but it's not really a name because God he present himself that he is
Is
exist by
this the
himself.
divine name? Is this the divine? Is this the divine name of God?
It's not. It
The
is
God.
just no. It is a God acknowledge himself that I am the one who exists by himself, which means if you want to recognize me, I am the only one who is exist by himself. I do not need to be exist by someone else. I do not need someone else to be exist.
Okay.
So
So
I am. So your God have a
when we
name. Now let me
Muslims
ask you,
say,
as long we are talking about the name of
yeah,
my
yeah.
God,
When we Muslims say La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah.
okay.
We Muslims we exclude Yahweh because he can't be God. Because I have doubt that is that God represented
Okay, let me ask
with
you.
money.
What Allah mean?
Allah simply means the God.
Who said
So
that to
you
you?
are
Who
you
said
are
that
an
to you?
Arab,
Who
so
said that to you? No, give me the name of the donkey who said that to you.
Al Ilah.
Al ilah have
I
nothing to do. You see, this
I
is how
was actually I'm
my
not an
friend.
Arab.
This is how
I am not
silly. This
Arab.
is how silly.
So
Let me talk.
what?
This is how silly what you just said. You just said La ilaha illallah. So how you say Allah is the same as Al ilah, but then you say there's no God but God.
Yes, there is no God but the God.
Okay,
This is what
is
we mean.
Allah is a name or just a word mean God?
Uh, Actually, before Islam, it is just a name, common noun. But
Hmm.
Muslims we use as proper noun because you know that
My question is very simple. Is it a word mean God or it is a name for your God? Singular name for
it is
your God.
for singular name for our God
Okay,
because we
thank you.
believe that
So what Allah mean?
Allah means the God.
No,
The God.
you just told me, my friend, it's a name. It's a name. It cannot be
Yeah.
just a word. It cannot be a word mean God because the word in Arabic for God is ilah. Al
Yeah.
ilah. Okay, so la ilaha illa Allah. Okay, what is the name of your
Yeah.
God is Allah. What does that name mean?
That that's its meaning is Allah, and the God.
Okay, what does
The
that word
God.
mean? You do not know. You are saying to me that God. What God? What the name? What is the name of your God is God?
Yeah, God is
Who told
God.
you that? Who
That's
told you that? This is silly. The name of your God is God. So now, so are you saying to me somebody who worships Satan, he can call him Allah? He can say
no actually.
there's. Are you saying to me? Are
Arab
you saying to me someone he worships Shaitan? He can say there's no La ilaha illa Allah, and he means Shaitan. Can he mean Shaitan
Yeah,
by
yeah,
saying
you're on
Allah?
the right. Yeah, you're on the right path because before Islam, Muhammad peace be upon him's father, he worshipped Shaitan and his whole family worshipped Satan as Allah
That's
because
wonderful.
his name was Abdullah. So
See, guys, did you hear this? Did you hear this?
whatever you-
Did you hear this? This guy, he just said to us that the father of
Yes,
Muhammad,
yes.
he used to worship Shaitan, and his name is Abdullah. So at that time, if you worship
Yes, Abdullah,
Allah, if you worship Allah, hold on.
servant of
If you worship Allah, you are worshiping Shaitan. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. I should pay you for this. So now you admitted that before Islam, Shaitan, he was
Same matter
Allah.
of admitting, because
Okay,
this
why?
is the truth.
Why
You know that.
Muhammad he adopt the same name of the same Shaitan to be his God? Why he did not bring us a name of his God? If you are saying to me that they was to worship Shaitan as
Arabic
Allah,
language, and Arabic language did not exist before. I mean, second century.
Arabic
maybe.
language wasn't
I
exist before. Arabic English language wasn't exist before. Before what?
Second century, I think, if I am not wrong.
Arabic language
I
was
was,
not exist in the second century. Who told you that?
I was taught by my
You mean
Imam.
second
told
century of Islam, second century of Christianity?
Imam. My Imam is.
Mm.
My Imam
So,
is
so
Muslim,
Arabic was
is-
not exist. Okay, let me ask you a question. Arabic was not exist 400 years before Christ. You mean correct?
Oh, am I wrong? Please correct me.
No,
if
I'm
I'm
asking
wrong.
you. I'm asking you. This what he said to you. 400 years before Christ, Arabic was not exist. Correct?
Yeah, at the time of Christ, maybe Arabic that we have today, modern Arabic.
This is not the question.
So
This is not the
maybe
question. Was Arabic? You said Arabic was not exist in the second century. Arabic does not exist.
second century AD, not BC.
No problem. AD, no problem. Okay. So second century AD, there was no Arabic. Correct?
Yeah, am I right? Because
I don't know. You are telling me.
if I'm-
You told me your Imam said that to you, right? Your Imam. Why?
Yeah,
Why your
stop,
Imam?
stop.
Okay, I will go with your Imam. So why the Arab they say that Ishmael he learned Arabic at the age of 13 or 11? Was Ishmael
Oh,
exist? Was Ishmael exist in the second century, which means 400
no,
years before Jesus?
those who tell that Ishmael was an Arab talking children of Abraham, they lie actually.
They are lie. I
because
agree with you.
at
I
the-
agree with you. So we
Yeah.
agree now. The Muslims are full of lies and they lie about many things. Now, how you can trust the sheikh who said to you that in the second century Arabic wasn't exist if you are just admitted that the Arab they lie about the religion? How we will know now if they are telling the
That's what
truth?
when I called you because you are a very honest man and you have a lot of courage to do that. That's why I'm calling you. So
Let me ask you a question.
that's
Let us
why-
make it simple, me and you. I don't know what's your name, my friend. What's your name?
no, I don't want to.
Okay, no problem. I will call you Muhammad.
don't-
Is that fine? I will call you Muhammad. Is that okay?
Okay, yes,
Okay.
my first name is Muhammad.
Okay,
Actually.
all right, no problem. My friend, let us not to waste our time. What make Allah God? What make Allah God? In order to worship somebody, he have to prove himself to me first to be God, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard about, as an example, chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7, where Allah he says that women have a sperm coming from the ribs?
Yeah, I'm a medical student, MBBS. I'm
Okay,
doing
wonderful.
MBBS
That's wonderful.
third.
I will take advantage of that, guys. This guy is studying medical. That's wonderful. So if Allah is God, how God he saying such a silly thing that women they have sperm coming from the
Yeah,
ribs?
it's no, not women, men.
No, my friend.
I
No,
think you.
no, my friend. No. Read the verse for me. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen in YouTube? Let me send you the link
No, I
for the
can't.
YouTube. I will send you the link for YouTube so you can click on it and you can see the screen with me. All right. Or actually,
No, I can go to the verse.
no,
if you-
no. I can give you. I will give you the link. I want you to click the link I will give you. Okay, my friend. Here we go.
Okay, give me. No
All
problem.
right. This is the link. I want you to open it and tell me, does it say that or I'm making things up? This is your Islamic official website owned by the King of Jordan.
Altafsir.com.
Yeah.
Is this that link?
Yes. Open it and read with me. Chapter 86, verse number 7. You can read verse number 6 and 7. or you can read any
Okay.
verses as you wish.
Yeah, I know that. I know this translation.
Hmm.
This says breastbones of the women. You know Arabic. You know very well that the
Okay,
women.
so
This
what?
word does not exist in this Arabic, literal Arabic.
No,
You
my
know
friend, this
that.
is a lie. Who said that to you? How you know it's not exist in Arabic? How you know it's not exist in Arabic? Please, no, listen.
Yes.
How you know it's not exist in Arabic? I can show you right now. I can show you right now. I can show you right now that. Okay, do you want me to show you the dictionary?
Okay, tell me that which word in this verse in Arabic is women.
At-taraib. At-taraib is not. There's no women. The word is at-taraib is the chest of the women, the ribs of the women. Actually, it's not even the ribs. It is the location of the necklace of the women. You see, when the women she have, you see where is the two bones in the before it meet her neck. That is a tribe where the necklace supposedly stands.
Actually, this verse is talking about between ribs and the backbones
Right.
of men, not women. It's only talking about men, not women.
My friend,
ribs and
no,
backbones.
it's not up to you to say that. It's not up to you to say that because this is taraib is only used for women. Taraib, when we say taraib, is a word we use for the location of ribs for women. We don't use it for men. Are you getting the point? So we go right now. If we go, my friend, if we go now and we choose, any Islamic interpretation for the verse, you will see all of them. They agree that this is about the ribs of the women. It's not me who's choosing. You said it's not in Arabic. This is the Arabic in the front of us. You see all those. You can choose any one you want, and you can see what it's mean. This is, as an example, the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Tafsir ibn Kathir, he said that sexual fluid comes out from. Yeah, he also said men and women. Yeah, you are correct.
Yeah, the ribs of the women, not men of women. The ribs of the women. The ribs of the women. Okay, so is that accurate or this is false?
No, I don't agree with this interpretation.
No, it's not interpretation. It's not interpretation, my friend. Let me. Okay, what about your prophet explaining that? Your prophet, he said that the man, he have orgasm, and the women have orgasm, and the water of the man is
water.
Yeah, he call it water. The Quran call it water too. The Quran call the sperm of the man water.
Sperm and
my friend, you are smarter than this. It's not up to you. If Muhammad he described it as water, it is water. He described the sperm as water. What's your problem? Read with me carefully. This is your prophet. This is your prophet saying. Are you saying your prophet is a liar? Are you saying your prophet is a liar? Read with me carefully. The prophet.
I'm saying that.
My friend.
Okay, I'm saying that I have doubt that actually Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that because Hadith was written 250 years after.
Well, the Quran is written more than 350 to 400 years after Muhammad. There's no Quran until now written by Muhammad or even by Uthman. Can you show me the Quran of Uthman?
Our prophet couldn't read or write.
My friend, this is not a question. This is not a question. You said you cannot accept the Hadith because it's written 200 years after Muhammad, right? Okay, how you can accept the Quran which is written after that?
I didn't say that I accept the whole Quran because you know.
Okay, my friend. So you are a person selective. So how you can believe in this God to be God if you are selective about what he say, what he did not say? If you are not sure what he said, so you are saying to me maybe Allah did not say that. Okay, how now? Okay, how we can trust Allah to be God? How can God can be God, but he cannot even trust? You cannot trust his words. It's protected.
How? Because I can't believe that the all-knowing God, he will make a silly embryological mistake.
So look what happened to you because you decide to go in denial because this is obviously it's a stupid. So what you say to yourself, you try to convince yourself, okay, there's no way God will say that. So it's not Allah, it is somebody else he put it there. Thank you very much. You are not being honest with yourself, my friend. You are trying to fool yourself. Say, okay, God is smarter than this. This is stupid. But instead of leaving Islam, you say to yourself, no, I want to stay in Islam. And I want to convince myself that it's not Allah who's okay. What is your proof? Hold on. All the Muslims in the world, they believe that this is the book of Allah and this verse is made by Allah except you. Why? Because you decide to go in denial.
Not all the Muslims.
All the Muslims. Any Muslim he don't believe, my friend. you are not a Muslim anymore, because any Muslim they believe that the Quran is corrupt is not a Muslim no more.
Abu Bakr believed that Quran was corrupted. Does that
How,
mean
how,
that
how,
Abu Bakr
no,
was-
no, okay, how Abu Bakr believed the Quran is corrupt? Show me.
Because you know that at the time of Battle of Umama,
Hmm.
many Hafiz died, and
Hmm.
Abu Bakr doubted that
Hmm.
the portion of the Quran
No,
already
he did
lost.
not. He did not say the Quran is corrupt. He said we are afraid that we are losing the Quran, which means the Quran is not preserved, not corrupt. There's a huge difference between not preserved and corrupt.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I do not believe that corrupted. I believe that.
Yeah, but this,
Quran is
but
not.
but this means this verse is it a corrupt verse? This verse about the sperm of the man and the sperm of the woman, is it corrupt?
I
Huh?
believe that maybe scribes made mistakes, or
Scribe mistakes. Okay, okay, my friend.
yeah, you know that many manuscripts today we have the Topkapi or Samarkand or Sana variations. You know, if you researched that scribal mistakes,
Okay.
just like the Bible.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If I show you more
Yeah.
mistakes in the Quran, are you going to say the same to me? They are going to make maybe the scribe they make mistake. Are you going to do the same? Because I can count for you endless mistakes. And
No,
there's no
because
point. No, no, no. Hold on, my friend. Just listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, please. Listen to me. Listen to me, my friend. My friend, listen to me. If each time I show you a mistake in the Quran, you will say to me, maybe the scribe they have a mistake. Then there's no point of my conversation with you. Because for me, because for you, no, my friend, don't waste my time. Listen, my friend, this is my YouTube. I want you to listen to me from there. I want you to click at this link and you can join the group there and you can chat with them, please. Because I am not going to waste my time showing you mistake after mistake. If you are not going to go to YouTube, go to YouTube, go to YouTube, go to YouTube, go to YouTube. No, go to YouTube, go to YouTube, go to YouTube and listen to me, please. Okay, guys. If I continue, I can show you endless mistakes. I mentioned this mistake because it's very easy to prove. Very easy, very simple. Otherwise, I have endless mistakes. You can read my books. It's a box of mistakes in the Quran. But if every time I say to you a mistake, I show you a mistake, you say it's me, maybe the script, the scriptures, the one who wrote them, maybe somebody he inserted them, maybe he put the wrong word. There's no point then. Either we say that this is a book which is holy, and holy mean it's preserved, or we say it's not holy, and you are saying to me, Abu Bakr, he said it's corrupt. So why you are a Muslim? Why you believe in a corrupt book? How you can follow something is not accepted? Same time, Islam is not based on the Quran only. Islam is based on the Hadith and the Quran, the Sunnah and the Quran. Otherwise, Islam is empty. The Quran is empty. There is nothing in the Quran. All the rules of Islam is in the Hadith. It's not in the Quran. Quran is empty, totally empty. So, in order to go in denial and to run away from the truth, we say, oh, okay, maybe somebody put it there. There's no way God will say that. Thank you, I agree. There's no way God will say that. But all the Muslims agree that this is the word of God. Now, there's no way God will say that. That's why I show it to you, to prove to you that God cannot be speaking silly, stupid like this. And we can show you everything, like the creation of the human being is stupid from the beginning to the end. Creation of the earth is stupid from the beginning to the end, full of contradiction. Even the Quran said, if this book is not from God, is not from Allah, which is the name of the God of Islam, then you will find a lot of contradiction in it. Right? So the only way to run away from facts about this cult is to say, oh, somebody inserted there. Oh, there's no way God, Allah will say that. Well, he did. Muhammad is Muhammad. He's trying to be Dr. Muhammad. He tried to claim that how a human being is created. And Muhammad here is adopting something the Arab they used to believe before. Anyway, guys, I wanted to share with you how we can really debate with Muslims. When you debate with Muslims, you struggle with them. You will find even the honest one, you have to struggle with him. Like the gentleman who called me, he's being honest. I don't think he's lying. I don't think he is being a bad person. I think he is just being honest and telling us what he believes. Now, this is a great example of denial. But most of Muslims, especially Middle Eastern, they are the most aggressive and the most lying ones. They are willing to lie. They are desperately, they love to lie in order to prove Islam to you to be true, and they are proud to lie. So when you debate Muslims, you prepare yourself for not a debate, you prepare yourself for a game. It is not, there's no debate in the debate. It's about you try to squeeze the Abdul, put him in the corner and force him to say it is wrong, and that will take a lot of effort and will take a lot of patience and a lot of work, and you have to play their games. Don't expect a debate, because you know debate is what debate mean? Debate is between two religious people. Like I said to you my honest answer about what I believe, and you say to me your honest answer about your belief. It doesn't work this way with Islam. Muslims are allowed to lie. A Muslim is allowed to lie to defend Islam, and you will find that the Muslims, they support the liar even though they knew he's lying, because as long, it's called taqiyya. So we can lie to you as long there's a video, I wish I can find it. There's a video on YouTube about a sheikh. It's you know, there's this website, it's called Memory TV. They collect those videos. They are doing a great job. So the guy, he was saying amazing way, brother, I will tell you this story, brother. He's praising a guy who was able to convert a Jew to Islam. Look how he converted him. He said there was a Jew, and he is a neighbor of a Muslim. The Muslim, every day he says to him, why you don't convert to Islam? The Jew, he said to him, I like to smoke, I like to drink, and Islam is not allowed to drink or smoke. The Muslim guy, he found his way to make him convert, and look what he said to him. Who told you you cannot smoke? Who told you you cannot drink? The Jew, he said, really? I can? He said, yeah. Drink, smoke. Come on, convert to Islam, say Shahada. So the Jew, he said the Shahada. After he finished the Shahada, the Muslim said to him, the Muslim brother, he said to him, now after you converted to Islam, you cannot smoke and you cannot drink and you cannot leave Islam, we will kill you. And this is how our brother, he made this person convert to Islam. So they are proud about him lying to the Jew. The Jew, he said to him, but you told me you can smoke and you can drink. He said, yes, I told you before you convert to Islam. I told you before you convert to Islam. Now you are a Muslim. That's it. So when you debate with Muslims, my friend, you are not debating a Muslim. You are debating the devil. A Muslim is asking to call. So I said, okay, I will call him.
Hello.
Yes, my friend. You said you want to call me? I'm fine. You are a Muslim.
Oh, yeah.
You're a Muslim,
Yeah,
my friend.
no, I was, but I'm not sure actually. But till I watch your videos, till then I was, but now I'm not sure actually.
Oh, so you left Islam because you were watching my videos?
You can say like that.
Okay, but now
I have
let me warn you, my friend. If you leave Islam, you
Yeah.
will not get the transparent women.
Yeah, you're right.
No, come on. I mean, think about it. Isn't it beautiful to have a woman? She is transparent, and you can see the marrow of her bones. I mean, you know, for me, always I wanted to have that, but because I'm poor, I cannot afford it. And you know, I asked doctors how I can make my wife transparent. He said it's going to cost you a lot because they need to use a lot of Clorox, you know. And you know, it's like it's a dream for every human being. So why you are leaving Islam, my friend? This is not right.
I'm actually not totally leaving, but still confused. I have some questions. So
Oh,
yeah.
so like you need the final shot.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, you're right.
I will do my duty to bring you back to Islam in this session, you know, because I don't want to take advantage of you. I want you to look at the screen, my friend, and tell me, are you sure really you want to leave Islam and leave this?
Yeah, if the teaching of course goes against normal sense or something like that, yeah, of course.
No, I mean, look at the screen. You don't want to have a woman like this, my friend? Come on. Look at this position. I mean, this is really, look at this one. This one is even more dangerous. Look at this one. So you will have a woman like this, which is so beautiful and so guys, I cannot continue. Sorry guys, I'm being tempted. I have to go. This is very tempting. So why, okay, so why you left Islam, my friend? Or let's say why you are in your way to leave Islam. Go ahead.
Yeah, many of the teachings of like our religion doesn't make sense to me. Like they always like if you go in our masjid, like yeah, they always try to like tell you some like fake stories to make you believe or make like, as they say, like make your iman high or something, make your iman level high. Just to do that, stories, they use like fake stories to make, just to do that they use fake stories.
Like a debate between a Christian and a Jew, and how the Jew converted to Islam right away.
Yeah, this is right. Actually, they use many fake logic, many fake stories just to convert. And I asked once to someone that why do you do that? Then they said that if you want to like keep them in religion, you have to do that. I asked my brother also once that why do you use some narrations like which everyone agrees also that it's false, but yeah, it's looks nice. The story looks nice, but everyone agrees it's false. But still, they use that to keep them in the religion, so that they don't go out of the religion.
They're allowed to lie, and if the lie serves the purpose, it's okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And this is telling you, that this is satanic religion. You
know? Can I explain my like how I came up to this? I mean, before, do you know this one? Tablighi Jamaat.
Jamaat or Tabligh, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite famous now, I think. So before I was in that group, because my brother is in that group. Okay. So he used to tell me. I mean, I used to hear like lots of fake stories in that, like from them. So that time it was not entering in my head, because that time I was thinking I have to follow. At that moment, I was thinking that I have to follow like Quran and Sunnah. Okay. So my logic was this: I will follow Quran and Sunnah. Okay, not fabricated narrations, of course. Then I went back to like you can say Salafism, which tells you to follow like Quran and Sunnah only.
Yeah.
Like after that, I found like Zakir Naik, who was like he was like quite logical that time. I used to follow his debate and everything. Then I used to call everyone to Quran and Sunnah after that. So I called my brother also once that just come to Quran and Sunnah, not like what you like. Do not make your fake stories to make people believe. Okay. Then after quite a long, I was like again joined Tablighi Jamaat because of like brother was like trying to prove me something. Then again I joined. Then again I left. Then again joined Ahl Hadith. Okay. Okay, after that something was not making sense in Hadith. So I was asking question to many people. Then I found Quran only Muslims. Okay. Then I joined Quran only, that I will follow only Quran. Like Hadith was not making any sense to me. There was many hadiths which like goes against humanity, so it was not making sense. So I joined like one group, not group, like forums. One forum in that like they only talk about like Quran, not hadith. Like they do not like hadith, so they only follow Quran. That was making sense to me. Then I found Rashid Khalifa. Okay, then quite a long I followed him. Rashid Khalifa, but I was like in my heart I cannot accept him as a messenger of God. I don't know why, but I cannot. He was telling that he was a messenger of God by using some verses of the Quran. Okay, that was also not making any sense to me. Then finally, I was not following him either. Then I found Edip Yüksel. Do you know Edip Yüksel?
Who? Actually, this guy, he debated me. He ran away in the middle of the debate. He is the assistant of Khalifa, right?
Yeah. Did he debate?
He's a Turkish, right?
Yeah, Turkish.
Yeah, he ran away. He was debating me in ABN, and he flee. He took the hike.
Is it online? Is it in YouTube?
Yeah, I think so. And it was like 30 minutes after I debated him, he took a hike. He took his bicycle and ran.
As I know, like, yeah, he always like try to challenge people. Like, yeah, he says he knows what he talks about. So I was like, yeah, quite a long time I was following him. After that, like maybe 4 or 5 days now, I found you and listening to your lectures and debates. Yeah, I was interested. Till now, I was following only Quran. Okay, after listening to you, like I'm in little doubt.
Little doubt only, little doubt. After all what you heard from me, little doubt. Be honest, come on. I don't think it's a little doubt. I think it's a lot of doubt.
Like as you know, it's my birth religion. Okay, so still I have some like love for the religion. Like cannot leave the religion so easily. Like because it like I was born into this religion, and around me the people are in this religion.
You see, my friend, let me tell you something. Do you believe that we are born into stupidity?
Yeah.
Born into stupidity? No, we are not born to be stupid. You are a smart, intelligent person, and you are not born to be stupid. The proof God, He gave you brain. So I'm not going to stay in something just because I'm born in it, including Christianity. If Christianity is false, I'm not going to stay in it. It's because I'm born in a family. That's why we Christians, we don't believe that you are born of a Christian family that you make you a Christian. You can ask any Christian, he will tell you you have to be reborn again, which means you have to think, to believe, and to accept, not as a kid but as a mature adult man or woman. So then you are going to be reborn again. So we have to reborn with the truth, not to accept things we learn from our family. What our family worship rocks and kills rocks like Muhammad. Are we going to do the same? That is not right. So we are not really born to be stupid. We are born to be smart. But either we decide to be stupid.
No, this is right. Because like I was born in a Hanafi background. Okay, in my area, if you go against that, this is very dangerous. Even I was like inviting in Quran and Sunnah. Still, I had to suffer a lot. Like I had to debate and go to scholars, like hear many insults from them.
Yeah,
they insulted me a lot. Like they even challenged me. Like, there was like one great scholar. Okay, they call it great scholar. Like very good scholar from Pakistan. He's coming in our country. So he learned from Pakistan. So he called me, and there was many people surrounding him, and I was only the one. Okay, they was telling me that if you continue this dawah here, we will force you not to come in masjid. Like they were threatening me. They were, that time I was like 17 years old maybe, and they were like 50, 55 years old. They were threatening me that, if you do this dawah, you will not enter this masjid again. Like they were threatening me. I was, since before I was like against my belief, against them. So I don't have problem in that, but still have like some like little bit love for like Islam, you can say.
Well, look like you've been through a lot of things in your life, and it's time for you to get out of this cult, my friend. So allow me to invite you to get out of it and to denounce Muhammad and to say clearly that you are out of it. That's it. You are smarter than this. You are smarter than this cult. I can tell. So are you willing to say Muhammad is not a prophet?
No, I agree with you this thing, but I have one problem, that is, suppose he is not a prophet. Okay, he's not a prophet.
Okay,
then how can we believe that? Suppose how can we believe that Christianity is true or something? Like what evidence you have to prove that Christianity is the right or something?
That's a good question. You see, it's not about evidence, it's about the truth. As much it exists, it's going to prove itself. You see, if I prove to you something, doesn't mean it's true. Let me make it simple for you. I have a degree in law, all right? So let us say I'm a lawyer and you are accused of a crime. Somebody accused you of a crime and he was able to prove it, but is that true? You are the one who committed the crime? No, but he was having enough evidence to get you busted, let us say. You know what I mean? So they
Yeah.
can get two fake witnesses, and then you are convicted with the crime, correct? Even
Yeah.
though you did not do it. So when we speak about evidence, we need to be sure that this is not evidence of the man. This is evidence of God.
Mhm.
Otherwise, men, they
Yeah.
can fabricate evidence. As you heard, you yourself, they told you many stories, just, and you notice that they are lying just to make people believe, correct?
Correct.
So they are using fake evidence to make you believe in what they call the truth. Now, God don't approve that, the true God. So what Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them. In order to know who is Jesus, you go and examine his fruits. So
Okay.
go and read the Bible, the New Testament. That is easier for you to read because it's not involved history, or it's about Jesus talking, teaching, his wisdom. Examine his fruits, examine who is he, what he was about, and then you do not need a Christian prince to prove to you who is Jesus. Jesus himself will prove that to you. The proof,
Okay.
what the Lord, he said, search for the truth, read the books, search for the truth, and the truth will set you free. How the truth will set you free? The second you became in a real meeting with the truth, then you will not be deceived. And this is what it means to be free. You are free of deception.
Correct.
Nobody can fool you, nobody can take you down, nobody can make fun of you, because when somebody fool you, by the way, is making fun of you. If I make you now believe that a tree, it's mean I made fun of you.
Yeah.
It is not the tree is the stupid, it is you who believe in the tree, correct? So
correct.
So you make fun of yourself by not discovering the truth. So in Christianity is totally different from Islam. You have to investigate, and you have to check it out yourself, and you need to find the truth, and the truth will set you free. And the truth, according to the Bible, is Jesus. Now, how me as an Arab who grew up in an Islamic society, who hear Quran, so you wake up in the morning, Allahu Akbar, you open the TV, Muhammad is the best of mankind. You go to the bathroom, you are doing poo-poo, you hear it, Muhammad, because the mosque they have like 20 speakers. The Prophet of Allah, he was the best of mankind. Allah wa malaikatahu, everybody is praising Muhammad. You go in the street, they say to you, did you hear the dog how he act when he saw the adhan? The dog, he gets scared. You know, he's not.
That's right.
He's not praising. Did you see the rabbit? The rabbit when he eat the ram, brother. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an obsession. So when you live in a society full of obsession of Muhammad, how you can discuss if Muhammad is true prophet or not? Who dare? Nobody.
That's right. Yeah.
For me, I'm a free person. I was in a society where Muhammad, nobody can question him, but anyone can question Christianity. Actually, you are questioning about Christianity every day, every second. Because they take, you know, you are the weak person in the society. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
Everybody attack you. The TV attack you. The books attack you. The teacher attack you. Everybody making fun of you, making fun of your belief. So how you can be Christian after all of this? The answer is very simple. I was very sure that because Christ is the truth, they were attacking him. Because I could not find anything they speak about Jesus against Jesus. It's true. I mean, what makes Jesus not God for them? Because he's born of a woman? Well, is it the Quran says that Jesus, he was able to make people come from death? How come they remember? They remember that he's born of a woman when they want. They forgot that he is a person who can do what nobody do. If you go and count the miracle of Jesus in the Quran, you will find there's nobody in this earth, all prophets of God together, they could not do 1% of what Jesus did. And here you need to ask yourself, okay, if Jesus is just a prophet, why, if Allah is his God and he is a prophet of Allah, why Allah gave him all those miracles? Look at the excuse the Muslim they give you, and I'm sure you heard that. They say to you, in the time of Moses, magic was popular, so God gave Moses magic, but Moses was not having a magic. This was a miracle, not a magic. And in the time of Jesus, science is very, very advanced, and because the advanced, the God, he gave him science, medicine was very, but Jesus did not give medicine. Did Jesus give medicine to the blind man? He said to him, go and drink it, like come after 3 days and you will be able to see. He did not give him medicine. What is the medicine? I mean, they fool you. Even their answer is so stupid, it's so dummy, it's really like make you feel like you want to throw up. Jesus did not give medicine to the one who is dead. He did not give medicine to the one who is blind. He did not give medicine to the one who cannot walk. He just said to him, walk, and the guy walked. Jesus did not give medicine to the one who have a leper. So we need to ask ourselves, if Jesus can do all of those things, the question why? If the purpose of God to make me believe that Jesus is a prophet, will God he fail? Because he made me believe that Jesus is God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I sponsor a prophet of God to make you believe that he's a prophet, and then what I did make you believe that he's God, that means it's my fault. I'm the stupid one. I am the one who made you believe in that. Because if why we Christian believe that Jesus is God is not because just said he's I am. I can say I am God too. Somebody says to me, okay, show us God, Christian Prince. I say, okay, the one who saw me, he saw God, as Jesus said. But people will not believe in me. In order to be believed, I have to prove who I am. And Jesus was able to do miracles which nobody can do. And the miracles we speak of fit with the ethic he have, you see, because it's not just an ability of doing something, it is the ethic he teach. It's a wonderful, amazing, beautiful ethic. Love your enemy. After 2,000 years of Jesus, can you find somebody saying love your enemy? Nobody. Those who speak about human rights, speak about what's wrong, what is, you know, nobody can say love your enemy. Nobody will love the enemy. It's impossible to love the enemy unless
can I add a question here, please? Suppose you said Jesus said like love your enemy. In this context, like Muslim brings that if he loved his enemy, then why did he order to kill children, babies, and small women? You know, explain that.
Okay, you see, the Muslim they shoot themselves in the foot right away when they say they, because my friend, isn't it the God of Islam, the Muslim, they believe that God he did the flood of Noah.
Yeah.
Okay, why he killed the children and the women and etc. If the God of Islam is justice, God he gave life, and God he can take life. You see, when we say kill, it's not really too much accurate as much as was we are giving back what God he gave us. God he created us, he take us back. And the same time, God is about justice, which means if you die and you are not let us say accused of a crime, still you will be in heaven. So you're not really dead. You see, when a child he die, even if a child is a Muslim child, he is 1 month old, he die. According to the Bible, he will go to heaven because he commit no crime. He commit no sin. He did not do anything wrong. So death here does not mean your end. And those are enemies. The Jews are trying to survive. The enemy are killing them, and the Jews are fighting back. So we need to look at that atmosphere at that time. What happened? The Jews are not fighting to kill. The Jews are fighting to survive. The enemy is killing them. The Jews, they've been captured, they've been enslaved. The whole nation been enslaved. We need to look at the time they are living in, and then we understand what's happening. So in order to make to this God of the Jews a bad God, then we have to look and see if they are the only one who practice war. And if we say to the Jews, don't practice war, do you think they will exist? No, they will kill them. The enemy, they are everybody taking everybody down. So we talking about people live by the sword and everybody die by the sword. You know what I mean? So in order to judge what is right, what's wrong, we have to go back on time and see what was going on there. The whole, you know, there is a story in the Quran and in the story from the Bible about a nation who they became homo. You know, they are like, So God he burned the cities, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, the cities have children too. So how they question something they themselves they believe in? Hypocrisy.
But according to them, they'll tell like, that's God who did, not it was not an order.
So why Muhammad he killed too? Muhammad he killed. If you go in the Quran, let me go to the Quran. The Quran praise killing children, not only teach killing children. Any child you suspect that he will leave Islam like you, even if you are a child, should be killed. If we go in the Quran, let's see.
You meant that story or Moses?
Yes, Moses and Al-Khadr, you know. So Al-Khadr, he found a child who he suspect that he will leave Islam, so he decided to kill him. Okay, well, isn't he a child? Yes. What is a crime? He did not commit the crime yet. You see, at least those are the sons of the enemies, and the enemies are killing their children. The Jews, they believe in the law, eye for an eye. This is the justice. You kill my children, you know, why my children deserve to die, your children deserve to live. You know, so, and actually they do that because the enemy do that to them. They kill their children. You see, in the old days when they attack a place, they come and they kill everybody to be sure that the children would not grow up and seek revenge for their parents. Because okay, he's a child now, but tomorrow he's a man, right? So they used to do that with the Jews. They used to go and attack them and kill them. And the Jews, in order to survive, you know, the purpose is not killing, the purpose is defending themselves. In the same time, we are not justifying the war, but the war, it happened for a reason. Nobody want war. The Quran itself, in chapter 5 verse number 21, it says that Allah is the one who ordered the Jews to go and kill the Palestinians. And because they refused to kill the Palestinians, Allah, he punished them, and he made them lose their way to in the desert to go to Jerusalem, or to go to the Holy Land. Here in front of us, the same story, chapter 18 verse number 74. So why it's okay in the Quran to go and kill the Palestinians, but in the Quran, if you ask them why it's okay to kill the Palestinians, they say to you, well, at that time the Palestinians, they were not believers, so it's okay to kill them. You know what I mean? The double standard. But this is not really the reason why the Jews and the Palestinians, they were in war. Not because they are believer and disbeliever. Yes, they are disbelievers. And yes, there is a war. Let us say those people believe in something and those people believe in something else, but there is a war already happening between them, and the other party is attacking them. They attack them, they kill them, they rape their women, etc. So the war, it's not happening because I like to come and kill you. The war is happening because you are coming and you are killing me. In the story in the Quran, if you go to chapter 5 verse number 21, see, I'm getting older. Not old, older. If we go in the Quran, this is chapter 5 verse number 21. Allah, he is ordering the Jew to attack and assault the ones who live in the Holy Land. If we ask the Muslims, what is the purpose of this attack? It says here in the Quran, Allah assigned the land for you, which mean here, it's not those people attacking the Jews, it is the Jews attacking them.
Correct.
Okay, well, those people are not people, they aren't a human, they have family and they have children. So why it's okay in the Quran to attack them, but it's not okay in the Bible
can I add
defend
something,
themselves?
please?
Yeah.
As for the Muslim belief, like Islamic belief, they believe that like Allah ordered fight, but according to like they quote like hadith, which says that do not kill women, do not kill children, do not burn trees, do not kill the monks and the rabbis. They quote like that hadith.
My friend, there is many proofs that Muhammad, he ordered to kill the children, and I will give you an example. When the Muslims attack the Jews in Khaybar, they order all the male to take off their clothes, and if the male he have little hair around his private part, they slaughter him. That's mean you are a child, my friend. All right, and I can find you the hadith right now as we speak. Let us see. So there's a guy, he was reporting why he was not killed, simply because when they ask him, the Muslim, they attack his tribe, they ask him to take off his clothes, and because he don't have hair around his private part, he survive. That's mean they kill all the kids. You know what I mean?
Okay, can you please? Yeah.
Let us see, I'm trying to find it. This search engine is not really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us see. I will find it for you. Here we go. I have it on the screen. You can read the screen with me?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and this is Sahih Hadith. Look what it
Right.
says. I was among the captives of Bani Qurayza, and the companions examined us, and those who had begun grow their hair in the private part area were killed. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, that's mean they are children. So they
Those who
lie,
had not.
and this is Sahih Hadith.
But
So
what does that mean? That those who do not had not were not killed? What does it mean by that?
well, that's mean the one who don't have hair is the one only survive, and which means Islam consider you a child only if you don't have a little, if you don't have nothing, no hair around your private part. The second they saw little hair coming out, it's mean you are not a child, should be killed. So how they say to us that this is not we don't teach killing for children. It's a lie.
Okay.
Correct? So I showed you the proof, right? I mean, we cannot deny that.
That's right.
Yeah.
But what they say is like the Bible. But they claim that the Bible says that kill the babies. Is it true?
You see, it's better if you show me the verses and we can answer based on the verses, because simply, you know, every story have different different interpretation and different. Because as an example, like a man, he says God destroy their children, kill their babies. This guy is praying. It's a prayer. It's not something happened. You know what I mean? So you need to bring me those examples. However, how they can question that if they themselves they are doing that? Same time they came to Muhammad and they said to him, during the attack we are killing children. He said, which means there are rihum. He said wahum minhum, which means they are from them. So kill them. So what? You can kill them. Not a big deal. Muhammad did not say, nowhere he said don't do it. It's a lie. You see, they say the prophet he forbid killing women. So who is Qurfa? Who is Qurfa? Who is, there's a woman, she was laughing just because she was laughing after, because she went crazy and they were killing her family. They slaughter her. The crime was she is only laughing.
Oh yeah, you know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they lie. You know. You see, they can lie. They can mention those things for somebody who don't have education about we don't kill children, we don't kill, etc. And then they try to use what is written in the Old Testament about people who lived thousands of years ago before Muhammad to give an example of how life should be after now. But they don't ask themselves why Muhammad he do what nobody should do at that time. You see, the world was going forward. When when Muslims have a law, the others don't have a law. There's a few nations have what is called law, like the Assyrian they have a law, the Jews they have a, but very few nations they have really something called law. So we are talking about a time where nobody have rights. The rights is done by the sword. The one who is strong, he take the money of the poor. The one who is strong, he make himself a king. You know, kings are made not because they deserve. It's not by election. You know what I mean? It's by gang. You know, I gang a bunch of guys. We attack you. We make myself a king. I am the most scary person between them. This is exactly Muhammad. And then I make everybody pay me. And here we go. I will have a palace. And now I have my men. I pay them salary. And now I am the king. It's not a king.
Can I add something here?
Yeah.
Like usually what I know is that there are some narrations which says like Prophet Muhammad, like he didn't in his house, like for 3 days there was no gas or something, like there was no fire for cooking food. So he was living such a tough life.
Man, so where is the fifth of every attack goes? Al-khumsu lillahi wa rasulih. Every attack Muhammad will take the fifth. So the Muslim, they were rich and he was poor. Go and see, okay, how many slaves Muhammad he have? The question. Okay, how somebody cannot even have a fire to cook in it, but he owns slaves?
Yeah.
You see, I like to have a dog. I like to have a dog. All right. But one of my concern, if I have a dog, I have to pay for insurance. I have to pay him to take the dog to a doctor. I have to buy him food, which means the dog will cost me really as if I have a person or even more. So if I cannot afford having a dog, why I have a dog? How I can have a dog? And now we are talking about a human. They are a human who Muhammad, he have them as slaves. He have many slaves, tons of slaves. So how he cannot, how he cannot, or he is so poor, but yet he have many slaves. Who is the one is paying for the slaves? He have many slaves. You know? Somebody is saying somebody is paying for the slaves. Who? Allah.
Correct.
Who's feeding them? You know, they keep talking about Bilal. Bilal, he died. The poor guy, you know, Muhammad, he died, and still Bilal is not freed. So who was feeding Bilal? Where Bilal? There's no fire, brother. Why is there no fire? I mean, at that time, fire cost money. At that time, who's going to believe in this garbage? At that time, to have fire, you need to pay. Like you have to pay to the gas company. You have to pay to who?
Yeah, that's right.
It's just a wood, just a wood from the desert, and you light it up. I mean, what you cannot have a fire? It's a joke.
Do you know?
Like, they say to you, before Muhammad he died, when Muhammad he died, he gave his weapon to the Jew and he borrowed money, right?
Right.
But there's no Jews there. He killed them all. What Jew? He went to Washington DC. You know what I mean? If Muhammad killed all the Jews in Medina, this is Muhammad before he died supposedly. Now he's like almost dead. So how he gave his etc. to the Jews and there's no Jews? What Jews? He was so poor.
Yeah.
The attack on Khaybar, all the money, where it goes where? Who took it?
According to what they say is that he donates all the money to the poor.
Absolutely.
He doesn't keep.
You see, do you know the story of in the Quran where it's speaking about the wives of Muhammad? They are fighting over the gifts.
Over the gifts.
The gifts.
No.
Yeah. Well, you know, Aisha and the wives of Muhammad, they were in competition. So the wives of Muhammad, they made a united front against Aisha. And the problem is that all the gifts, they go to the house of Aisha when Muhammad is in the house of Aisha. So if Muhammad is poor, why those women are fighting over the gifts? You know, if it's not valuable, you know, Aisha, there's many. I can show you tons of stories. Aisha, she have in gift in here, what it's called like birthday or let's say occasion of marriage, more than 100,000 pieces of gold. What the Muslims are talking about? Let me see if I can find you the story so you can read it. Here we go. This is the story. This is Sunan al-Nisa'i, and this is Hadith. This is Sahih. I don't know if you can see the screen.
Yeah, you can.
Hadith number 3946. You will see here all the story is the women of Muhammad asking Muhammad to be fair and to be justice and to let the people, to order the people that give me gifts wherever I am. Now the gifts are coming to Muhammad. Obviously, they are not candy bar. They are expensive to the point women they are fighting over it, right? And why Muhammad is getting gifts from those people if he is giving everything out? And everything is out. Look, the women, they are going in chaos against this, and they send even his daughter to talk to him. And then Muhammad, because he is unjust, he still insists that Aisha, she is the one who will get all the gifts. Same time, how many wives Muhammad he have?
11 or something.
13 according to Muslims.
13.
And no one knows how many slaves. Okay, how somebody is poor, he cannot light a fire, he have all those women. Who is feeding them? They go to work.
Right.
You know, it's a joke. I mean, to have 13 wives, you have to be really rich, because that means you have to have 13 houses. You have to have 13 houses, and every woman of them, she have her slaves.
Oh yeah, correct.
They have all of them. They have servants. All of them. They have slaves. Who was feeding them? This is very silly argument. All the Muslims caliphate, they have tons and hundreds of slaves. Slaves is money. Slaves is money. You know, it's not just, it's a property for them. So how they can say Muhammad was poor?
Yeah.
He was poor, yes, before he married Khadija. After he married Khadija, he became rich. He married an old woman just for the sake of her money. After that, he started attacking the caravan. And where is the money goes? So when Muhammad in the Quran says the fifth of every attack goes to the Prophet, even the Quran says before you go to meet with the Prophet, you have to give charity to the Prophet in order to speak to him in a private consultation.
Yeah.
Okay, you are speaking to me in a private consultation. Did you pay me? No. So I am not a prophet. I don't claim the ethic of a prophets of God. But here we go. I'm sitting with you, spending all this time, and I'm not charging you, and did not ask you to do charity before you talk to me. All those people who they are listening to me, I did not go and say, hey, if you want to talk to me, this is the only those who will give me money, I will talk to you. What kind of a prophet? So when they say to you Muhammad was a poor, it's a pure fat lie.
Yeah.
Muhammad, as an example, this is how much money he have. Do you know the story about Abu Sufyan?
Can you tell so that I can recall?
Bani Umayyah, Muawiyah, Abu Sufyan, the one who Muhammad he bought him to convert to Islam.
Okay.
You don't know the story? Okay.
No.
According to the story, according to the many Islamic reference, that he gave each one of his family 100 camel to convert to Islam. How somebody is so poor can give 100 camel to a man? Each one of them.
Correct.
And 4 ounces of gold on silver, etc. So where is the money is coming from? Where Muhammad is getting the 100 camel for each? It's a theft.
Correct.
And as long Muhammad is the one who can order to give, it means he's in control of the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Muhammad is poor, but yet the poor guy, he can give me 100 camel, which will make me imagine in the time of Muhammad 100 camel. That's priceless. That means they are very rich.
Oh yeah. Can I add something here, please?
Yeah.
As they say, like that time when he was like donating like this, he had like saying something called like Baitul Mal. From there, he was like when he was government or something, he was like leading the people in Medina or something. Yeah. That time he had something called Baitul Mal. From there,
Baitul
he
Mal,
gives
my friend.
like
But who is the one in control of Baitul Mal? Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
And now this is not donation. Who said this is donation? Muhammad is buying somebody to believe in him, so he will join him in the war. And this is again proving to us that Muhammad is a false prophet, because if he is a true prophet, why he need to buy someone to believe in him? He pay him money. He knew that they don't believe in him. He knew that they are not believers, and I will give them money and they will join me Islam, simply because if I have his name, it's like, so today I say Trump, he became a Muslim. And look how many countries in the world they would be scared, like what, So I will send a lot of money to Trump. I will send him 100 camel. I know Trump, he don't care for me. I know he don't believe in me, but because he is very important, he's he's a warrior, he's a scary man. So I will pay him money in order to be superior, to make more money, because Muhammad, he will not stop there. He's paying a guy who will go and war with him. You know what I mean? The purpose is not, the investment is bigger than this. I will give 100 camel, but yet I'm going to use him and use his family and use his people so they can go with war with me, and I will make more money. So I will get back the 100 camel, don't worry.
Correct.
But by giving the 100 camel, I scare the Arab, because now I have this guy with me, and I will make more money, because even if he don't go with me in war, just by saying he is believing in me now, people, they will be fearing him. So here the question is, why in the house, you said the house of Baitul Mal, the house of money, why they have a lot of camels? Where the camels are coming from?
That's right.
How big the budget became, to point we have hundreds of camels are not owned by anyone except Allah. Where the camels are coming from? This is the theft from the attacking of the Bani Qurayza. There's a story about Kanz ibn Nuzayr. I don't know if you heard of it, where Muhammad, he got a guy, he's a Jew, and they heard that he's rich, and he hide the money of Bani Nadir. So they brought him and they start torturing him, beating him, asking him to say, where is the money? And at the end they found some of the money, but they could not find all of it, and they killed him still. They tortured the guy just to get the money. The guy, he did not know and do any crime. Just we want to know where is the money. So where is the money of the Jews? You know how rich the Jews, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Muhammad, he's attacking the Jews to kill the money of the Jews, to donate the money of the Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah, who want to believe in this garbage? Did Muhammad even take their women and their children? And we just showed you that they are killing their children and they enslave all the women. Where is the women goes? Women is money too, because they force them into prostitution, they sell them out in the market. The Islamic market of slavery was one of the biggest market of slavery in history of mankind. Actually, all the black people sold in America or in Europe, they were captured by Arab in North Africa. You can go right now and go and check.
Like as we know that people say like Islam was like Islam came to demolish what was like before, like what happened before, like for slavery.
My friend, Islam approves slavery and encourages slavery and acknowledges slavery and make it part of its part of it. Because if Islam is against slavery, why Muhammad he owns slaves? And why Muhammad he says, let me show you something. You see, people, they have different reading and different understanding. When somebody free a slave, what is the purpose of a freeing slave in Islam? Do you know?
To get reward.
Get reward from who? From God?
Yeah, from God.
No, actually, it's not true. Look what it's happened. When you free a slave, it's a penalty in Islam. It's not a reward. Read with me carefully, please.
Okay.
If you read the chapter 4, verse number 92 as an example, it says that if a man is if a believer, he killed a believer. In the case of mistake, let us say it's not a murder, but it happened. So then you have to free a believing slave. A believing slave. Notice with me here, it's a believing what? Slave. Why the Muslims they have a believing slave? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Not only that. You see, here is speaking about something very, very, very important. That's if a believer kill, the penalty of killing is a freeing the slave. It's not a freeing slave for no reason. It's a penalty. Because you did that, now I'm going to punish you. The Arab, they are so crazy about their slaves. They love to own slaves. So now to prevent them from killing each other, the Muslims as Muslims, you know, I will say to them, okay, if you kill a believer, look what will happen to you. Even if it's by mistake, I will make you free a slave. So the Arab will say, oh no, I'm not going to do that. You know, so it was it was not for the benefit of the slave, because the slave still will be slave. Because he free him, Muhammad he will slave him again. And there's many stories. I can show you tons of stories where people they free their slaves, Muhammad he take them to slavery back. So here is not a reward because Muhammad is against slavery. The Muslim they say to you step by step, but Muhammad is still on a slave, and he ordered slavery and he captured people and he made them slaves. So how you are fighting slavery, but yet you are owning slaves and making more slaves? There is a caliphate. His name is Harun al-Rashid. I don't know if you heard of him. He have 10,000 belly dancer women in one palace. 10,000 just for belly dancing. Those are just for belly dancing, you know, which means they are beautiful women, very beautiful, just for sex and for belly dancing and for fun. So where is the slavery is demolished in Islam? If you go, there is a book. It's called Muwatta Malik. I'm sure you heard of it. Go and search in it and search about slavery. Unbelievable. You can touch the slave ass. You can check her vagina. You can lift her dress to look. Umar al-Khattab, he beat a woman because she was covering her top, because a slave is not allowed to cover herself. I mean, it's disgusting.
This is which chapter?
All of Muwatta, go to Muwatta Malik and search for slavery. Just type slave. Go there, you will find endless. You know, the price of a slave, the value of a slave. If a man kill a slave, is you know, it is the most stupid thing ever you can imagine. Disgusting. All of Islam is based on slavery, and until now, the only countries who don't sign the law against slavery is Islamic countries. Did you hear which countries now they own slaves? Libya, Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Qatar. Okay, why we don't have slaves in UK, in USA, etc.? You know,
but why does like Muslim scholars, like they say that slavery is ended already, like you cannot own a slave?
Where it's ended? It's not ended. This is a lie. Is it is it ended? Is it ended by Islam? That do you have a, can he show us one statement in the whole Quran? It says free the slave and never own slave. The Quran confirmed the opposite. The Quran confirmed the opposite, you know. So all these things they say, it's absolute lie. And why Muhammad he owned slaves? You see why? Okay, Jesus he never owned slave. How many slaves Jesus have? 0. How many slaves Peter have? 0. How many slaves the apostle of Jesus have? 0. How many slaves Abu Bakr have? Many. Omar have? Many. Muhammad have? Many. I mean, all of them. So they are against slavery, but they are owning slaves.
That's right.
If you are against slavery, if you are,
in my head also.
If you are a decent man and you are against slavery, like it's like saying don't smoke and cigarette in your mouth. You know, you're obviously making fun of yourself and making fun of me. So they have slaves under their hands, and they are speaking. They are trying to tell us that Islam is against slavery. Well, the one who don't have a slave is Jesus. You see, the Christian believe Jesus is God. So can God? I mean, can he own people? Yes, he's God. People will give themselves as a slave to him. You know, if I believe in Jesus as God, if Jesus says to me, I want you to be my slave, I would say, yes, Lord. You know, but he did not do that. He did not take money from people. He did not take wages. Imagine if you are a person who can bring somebody from death, you know how much money you can make?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean? Kings will pay you all their money. The kings that will pay you all their money. Please bring me back to life, please. You know. But Jesus, he never asked for money. He never owned slaves. He never even owned a horse. He never even owned a horse. So to speak about the best example, when show me the best example, a guy he attacked people, he take their women and he raped them. A guy who enslaved people. Muhammad even received gifts as slaves, correct? Isn't it Mary the cook was a gift from Egypt?
Yeah.
Mary and her cousin and many more Egyptian group sent by the ruler of Egypt and sent it to Muhammad as a gift. Okay, I am a person who is against slavery. A person, he knocked at my door, he says, Christian Prince, I have a box for you. I open the box, I find a bunch of people, container full of people, they are slaves. If I am a person against slavery, I say, hey, all of you, okay, those are mine. Okay, thank you very much. I accept the gift. Now all of you go free. That will be a person who is against slavery, correct? But he took them all and they serve as his slaves until they die.
Yeah.
Even Bilal al-Habashi, which Muslims they speak about him too much. Muhammad he died and Bilal was still a slave. And Bilal, after the death of Muhammad, he went to Abu Bakr and he said to him, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, free me for the sake of Allah. If you bought me for yourself, well, keep me for yourself. Which means he's saying to him, you are a hypocrite. All of you, you promised me I will be free if I believe in Islam. So if you bought me for the sake of Allah,
isn't it true that like Bilal was saved from the like the torture of that pagans?
My friend, what torture? Torture what? I mean, because he was a Muslim. Because he was a Muslim. You know, it's a story. It's possible. I don't know. It's possible, but that will not change the fact. Okay, he was tortured by the pagan. Why don't you release him?
Correct.
I mean, the guy who was tortured just because he believed in you, let him go. Make him free. Don't he deserve it? So after he's being tortured, still you make him slave?
Yeah.
That is making it even more horrible. If a person he believe in me that I'm a prophet, and because of that somebody is torturing him, and yet I keep him as a slave, that's mean I am the one is torturing him. Because nobody like to be slave.
Yeah.
You know, if you imagine somebody take your freedom from you, it's mean you cannot even go to the bathroom without permission. Right? So what kind of life this life is? This is a real torture. And you know, additional to that, even the heaven of Islam teaches slavery, because in heaven of Islam there's 80,000 women. They are waiting for you naked, just to be they're made for you to be sex slaves. And there's 80,000 little child who they are going to serve you according to Muhammad. So heaven of Islam is heaven of slavery. And heaven of slavery and the child abuse, because those are children's. If we ask any Muslim, do you like to be one of those 80,000 children? They will say no. Hypocrisy. So what kind of God, to make one person happy, he will enslave 160,000 human being just because I prayed for him 5 times a day and I say shahada? So my friend, I'm glad that you left Islam, but if you, for me, before I go for today, I would like to invite you to accept my Lord, my Savior. You don't accept, this is your the choice. But for me, but for me, I've been ordered to be a fisherman for good, to bring you, to save you, and to tell you the truth. I invite you, my friend. You are a very smart person. You are an intelligent man, and you don't fit in such a cult. So I invite you to accept the Messiah as your Savior. I invite you to believe in the truth, to believe in the dignity, to believe in what is right, to believe in what is Muslims even call Holy Spirit, but they can't explain to us how it is holy, but yet it's an angel. The Holy Spirit in the Bible is a true God. This is why it's called holy. Angels are not holy in Islam. This is why Allah, he ordered the angels to bow down to Adam, because simply they are not holy, because they commit sin. Angels in the Bible, they commit sin too. This is why Shaitan, he was an angel himself, and he did. But the one who did not commit sin, he is not a sinner. So we are following the true God, the truth, the beginning and the end. And you can, and take my advice, you can go and check everything I said to you about Islam or about Christianity. You can go and read the gospel of Christ by 4 writers, and they are 4 witnesses, but it's not really 4 books as much, it's 4 witnesses. 4 witnesses witnessing for Christ, and the truth will set you free. For everything there is a truth. Read the wisdom, open your heart when you read, and see the amazing teaching of Jesus. If I read for you Jesus speaking to people, and I try to compare between what Jesus say and what Muhammad say, I will not be able even to get close. I mean, it is far away from anything we can compare. If we go as an example, just as an example, if we look of Jesus speaking in the mountain, in the crowd, I want to play for you this, and I want you to think carefully, and you please listen with your heart, not only with your ears, and you tell me what you think.
Matthew 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth, and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye, when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice, and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savour, Wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out, and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence, till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. It hath been said, Whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery, and whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committeth adultery. Again ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. Let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. Whatsoever is more than these, of evil. Ye have heard that it hath been said, An eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil. But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. Any man will sue thee at the law, and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. Give to him that asketh thee, and from him that would borrow of thee turn not thou away. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor, and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, Love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect.
Amen to that. Be perfect like your Father, who is perfect in heaven. Love your enemy, bless them, those who curse you, those who persecute you. If you love the one who loves you, what reward have ye? Everybody do that. To be my followers, you have to love those not only who loves you, you have to love even those who hate you. This is the message of my Lord, my friend, and I invite you to accept him as your Lord and as your Savior.
I have a question here. Can I ask?
Sure.
The message, okay, the message what you played was beautiful, but why do you think that the majority of the Christians doesn't follow that or make do opposite of this?
Okay, well, you see, my friend, you cannot judge Christ by me. You know, people, they are sinners. There's people, there's a Christians who they are wonderful, and there's a Christians that are Christian by name. That's why we told you, we believe you have to be reborn again. When you say Christian, what do you mean Christian? You mean America?
Yeah, that's right.
America is not a Christian. I mean, there's a Christians, there's not a Christians. As you see, there's people, they support gays, they support lesbian, they hate, you know. So don't judge this way, my friend. This is have nothing to do with the Christians. The word Christian is not someone. Jesus said, "Not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do His will." So we don't say Shahada like Muslims, and that will make us Christians. We don't believe in such a garbage. If you believe in Jesus, you follow him. You don't do what Jesus said don't do. You don't do the opposite, and then you claim to be Christian. You don't go and kill and steal and do all kind of disgusting things, and then you say I'm a Christian. So you can say God, God, but God will say to you, as Jesus said, "Depart away from me, I do not know you." Even those they claim to make miracle, they say we made miracle in your name. He said, "You did not do it for me, do it for your glory." So the wisdom of the Messiah is beyond imagination. This is very, very deep. It's not just love your enemy. If you think about it, this is solution for all mankind to live better. If I love you and you love me as a brother, even though I do not know you, even though you are a Muslim, you know, even you are a Muslim, I'm being ordered to love you. Why? Because this is the best way for mankind. It's for my benefit and for your benefit. Love will bring love, will not bring hate. The Quran in chapter 5 verse 14, it says Allah will spread hate and enmity between mankind, between the Christians, sorry. Okay?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, what is that will do? I mean, is that going to fix us? No. That's disgusting. But look what Jesus said here. He is asking us to be the medicine of the land, the medicine. Which means if the whole land is full of hate, then where's love? Love is gone. So be the love in this earth. Go and spread your love and teach people how to love. Be the best example of love. So even those who hate you, they might learn from you the value of love. They will kill you, they will persecute you. It's not going to be easy. Imagine I'm going to convince you are Taliban or ISIS, and now I will convince you that I love you. You know what I mean? It's like Mission Impossible. But still you have to go and continue in that message. For love will be victorious. Love is going to be victorious, and love is God. So I invite you to follow the message of love, not the message of somebody he called himself a Christian prince. I am not the one who presents Jesus. Who said to you I'm a guy can even speak in his name? I'm no one. You know, a human being is a sinner. You see, the Bible says God is not a man who lie. The Muslim, they say to us, well, God, he said God is not a man. No, it says God is not a man who lie. Jesus never lied, he never commits sin. He came to us as a man, but still he is the only one who's perfect. This is why all of us, we need salvation. So in order to judge Christ, don't judge Christ by me. Who am I? Can I speak for his name? Can I speak for his wisdom? Can I speak for who was he? You want to judge him by his fruits. Here we go. This is the Messiah. Go and read everything about him. See how many crimes he commits. See how many adultery he did. See how many, how much money he stole. How many tribe he attacked to take their money. You know, this is not true. It's not exist.
Right.
The Messiah is an amazing person, and you can find things against me as a person. You can say, "Oh, Christian Prince, you did lie before." Everybody, there's nobody can claim that he never lied, correct? Did you notice with me here? Jesus said, if you look at it, says it's been said to you, don't do fornication. And then he said, if you desire a woman in your eye, you did that by your heart. So fornication now is making harder. Right. He's making it harder on us. Even desiring a woman by your heart is a fornication. But the Quran says the opposite. He says illa al-lamam. You remember? Illa al-lamam. Al-lamam, they asked Muhammad, what is al-lamam? It's about a guy, his name is Nabhan al-Tammar. He came to Muhammad. He said, the woman, she came to me to buy fruits, the palm fruit, you know, the ajwa. So I said to her, get inside. And he said to Muhammad, I did with her everything the man do except intercourse. Muhammad, he said to him, don't worry. And she said to him, she's married. He said to him, don't worry. Obviously her husband is doing jihad, don't worry. This is lamam. But the guy, he kissed her, he touched her private part, he have orgasm. Just because he did not have intercourse, it's okay. You know, you see the huge difference between the ethic. A woman, she is married. Muhammad himself, he went to his own son and he flirted with his wife. Right? He flirted with, and then later he slept with her. We have the Messiah saying, don't even think of to wish a woman she is not yours. So it is just one page, not a book I just presented to you.
That's right.
You cannot find anything wrong there. I mean, it's more than perfect. It's so beautiful. So why I will not accept to follow the Messiah? Do you like to accept him as your Lord?
Yeah, well, like I still like searching. Okay, like I'll still study, and like if I have any question, like I will again call you.
No problem, my friend. You see, I'm not trying to put the pressure on you, but I did my duty.
Right. I know.
I did my duty to invite you to accept him, and the Lord is my witness. I did my part, but feel free always to call. But no, my friend, life is not guaranteed. We might go and sleep, and we never wake up. So you know, do what is right. You know, read the Bible, read the teaching of Jesus, read who is he, and ask yourself, can I find something better? If you can find something better, go. Don't, you know, leave Jesus. Who care about Christ?
That's right.
You know, I follow him for no better name under the sun or in heaven better his name. I could not find anyone can teach me better, can make of me a better human being. I'm a person, when I was a kid, when I was young, I always, until now actually, I carry my gun with me. It's a hobby, you know. I like guns. But when I was young, if you remember, I told you a story. A guy, he came to me and he said to me, promise me you would not do anything to me. You know, this is how scary I was when I was a kid. I go to a fight even if I'm not part of it. So the Messiah, he changed me and he made me who I am. Otherwise, I used to look for a fight. If I see, but most of the fight, by the way, even when I was a kid, if I see somebody is short fighting like 4 guys, I join the short guy. I don't know him. I have no idea who's he, you know, but I join right away because it's not fair. So even when I was like this, saying not, I mean, doing things which is not right, not let us say not a Christian, you know what I mean? But even that, it was not for myself, it was for someone else. But the Messiah, he changed us. I met people when I went to Europe, people who used to be criminals, and the Messiah, he changed their life. But if you met somebody, he is a criminal and he joined Islam, he joined ISIS right away. You know what I mean? A criminal, he joined Christianity, he became a preacher, he became so peaceful, he became so nice, he became so loving. If you are a peaceful, nice, loving person, you join Islam, suddenly you hate everybody. Even your father and your parents, you will hate them. In chapter 9 verse 23, where it says you cannot even take your father and your brother as a friends. So Christ can change my name, which means will make you a child of God, and that means you will be a person of love, and your life will have different value. You will not be called a slave of God, you will be called a child of God. That's what he said in this chapter. The child of God,
right.
For God is all about loving, to the point he don't consider you like, imagine you are nothing, you are, it's like an ant. We're talking about an ant. Like imagine me calling an ant there, she's my, this ant is my child. This is too much love. The God who created the whole universe, he called me a child of him. That's amazing. In Islam, why Allah he created the heaven and the earth and the human being, the genie and the mankind? Right? So I did not create the ins and the genie for any reason except to worship me. Okay, but this is not what Christianity is about. Christianity, that we believe that God created us to be sharing his love with him and to share his kingdom, to be his children, not to be his slaves. God do not need slaves. I mean, what kind of God he needs slaves? I mean, you're God. I mean, imagine if I'm a person who can say B is going to be, who need me? I mean, this would be silly. It's like now we have a remote control. We push the bomb. God, he do not need that. He said B is going to be. So who need a slave? What I can do to God? Nothing. What I would do? Farming. I would give him money. I would give him gold or silver. This is funny. Or do jihad for him? Well, why God don't do jihad for himself? Go and fight. Go and fight. You kill them. If they are kuffar, they are najis, kill them. Can't you do it? Islam make you believe that you are fighting for God, right? Christianity make you believe that you are loving for God. If you belong to me, you love them. If you don't, stay away from me. When Jesus he washed the feet of his disciples, they worship him. You want to wash our feet? He said to them, if you don't let me do that, you don't belong to me. He gave us an example that I am God, I wash feet. Who are you? So don't be ever proud. My followers will be servants, not masters. You don't claim that you are, okay, now I am the person who is disciple of Jesus, like the Muslim, they made caliphate, right? Don't do that. You are going to wash feet. You will be the most humble. I am your Lord. He did not do it because it's fun to wash the feet of somebody, but he wanted to show them that if you cannot do what I am, you cannot belong to I am. Jesus always explained himself. God in the Bible, he is I am. He explained himself as God by saying I am. So you want to belong to me, you have to do who I am. I am the humble, I am the loving, I am the giving, I am the merciful, and I prove it every second. Even when Jesus in the cross, he said, Father, forgive them. Forgiving who? The Jews who they are killing him. They don't know what they are doing. Imagine you are in the cross, still you are spreading love. He is worried about the Jews, and I believe it's more than just because he want to tell us, don't hate the Jews, because I'm as a Christian. Oh, the Jews, they killed Jesus, I'm going to go and have war with them, right? But if Jesus now said in the cross, forgive them, Father, well, Jesus forgive them, that's it, story is over. Right? He was on the cross, still he's worried about them. He want to save them from their own hands. Even the Jews, they were screaming, his blood in our hand, his blood is in our hand. He was saying, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing. So he spoke of love and he proved it. Imagine I'm crucifying you, putting nails in your hands, and you are worried about me and say, God, forgive Christian Prince. That's amazing. There's nobody will do that. You will be cursing me, will make God kill you, I hate you, and you're in pain, suffering.
But do you know the story of Taif, like when the Prophet was going to the three kings to give them like invitation?
Yeah, well, this is you mean the letter he sent or when he went?
No, he went the first time he went to Ta'if.
Yeah, he went to Taif, and they did make fun of him. And one of
Right.
the guys
he
there, he said to him, "If you are there's nobody left to be a prophet from the Arab except you."
Yeah, right.
You know, yeah. And then they did beat him
later on-
supposedly, and Muhammad
right.
did not go back to Mecca until his wound because they humiliated him. But the problem here in this story, why the Arab rejected Muhammad to that point? I mean, what's wrong with him? You see, they did not consider him for a second to be a prophet. Even, you know, the story that his uncle, the one Muhammad he grew in his house, he refused to accept Islam, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Why the man who you grow in his house is the last one to believe in you? I will tell you why. Because he know me most. You know what I mean? If you are married to a woman and she live with you, she sleep with you in the same bed or next to you or in the same house, or a brother is your brother or your sister, who know them more than your family? Who know you more than your family? Nobody. So his uncle rejected him, for he knew he is not what he claimed. Even Muhammad says, convert to Islam, convert. If the guy is dying, still he don't want to do it. Which means he was convinced 1,000,000% that Muhammad is a false prophet. Yeah.
But as the narration says that that guy, like Abu Talib, right?
Yeah.
That guy, like he had pride, like he won't accept because he have some pride or something.
Well, what pride have to do with the you see, if I have a pride, my friend, if I believe that you are a prophet, I'm going to go to hell. The second I believe in your prophet, that's mean if I don't believe in you, I will go to hell, right?
Right.
So are we saying pride? And the guy is dying anyway. I mean, after 2 minutes, he's dead. What pride? You know, what he will lose? I mean, what he will lose? He will lose a job. He's dead. You know what I mean? It's like saying to me, okay, well, if you convert to Islam now, they might fire him because he was working there. The guy is dead, is dying. You know, he's in the bed of death. And Muhammad is saying to him, say shahada, just say shahada, just say shahada, man. Come on, say shahada. The guy, he don't want to do shahada, and he refused to say shahada. So that is a fabrication. Obviously, he refused him for a reason, and the reason is so clear. Even Muhammad, when he died, you know, the Muslim, they did not bury him for 3 days. You know why?
Right.
Because he said that we, the prophets, when we die, the earth does not consume our body.
Oh yeah, right. I heard this.
So when he died, did not bury him for 3 days. They believe him that he's saying the truth. Okay, he's a prophet, and the ground will not consume him, which means his body will not be damaged, right? I mean, the flesh, not like any human. So he will preserve. So why will we bury him? Leave him here. Leave him in the bed of Aisha. After the second day, the belly of Muhammad start farting, and it's very normal. If a human being, you know, when he die, there's food inside his stomach, right? So that food, you know, is going to expand his belly and will make gas. Bacteria is there, is digesting the food, the bacteria. That is going to create gas, and then Muhammad start farting, and then the smell became so ugly, and his skin became a green, his nails became a green and blue, as a description. Even Ibn Abbas, he said, "Idfunu sahibakum faqad antan." He became stinky. Bury your friend. He became stinky. So what happened? Muhammad, he got himself busted even in his death. They believed him that he is a prophet, so they did not bury him because he said that prophets, nothing can consume their body. And then after 3 days he stink to the point they could not even wash him or even change his clothes. They bury him with his clothes because they cannot even take it off. His skin is demolished. And in the same time, you ask yourself, what 3 days?
Can you please find me that hadith, please?
Let us do it some other time, my friend, because really I need to
go. Sure.
I have something to do. But promise me you will call me again. I enjoy talking to you.
Sure.
You are a nice person. I'm happy to have you here, and may the Lord guide you to the truth. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you too.
All right, guys. We have a good time with our friend here. He's a nice person, and I pray to the Lord that He will guide him and he will accept the Messiah before it's too late. You know, for us, when we invite you to the Messiah, we are inviting you to the best. We are not inviting you for a meal. We are not inviting you for a vacation. who are inviting you for lifetime salvation, eternity, with the Lord of love and mercy and happiness. You will be changed and you will feel different. You will look at the world around you different. But in the same time, we pray from our heart for this brother who called us, and we call him brother even if he's not a Christian, because we are brothers. We are all children of God, but we need to earn that title. And I pray that he will earn that title. He will accept the Messiah, and he will turn for real to be a child of God. God, our Lord, he said, knock at my door and I will open for you. Ask me and I will give you. So we ask the Lord that he might give him the wisdom and the courage and the knowledge to accept him and to believe in him and to be saved. By his name everything was created, and by him everything was made. By him and for him, that is the name of my Lord, the Christ, the Messiah. His name is powerful, his name is amazing, his name cannot be described, his wisdom beyond wisdom,